Hey everyone, it's Mika and I am so happy to have you guys back in my channel. It's been over a year since I posted a video and I'm glad to be back. I'm going to share with you guys why I stopped posting videos, where I'm at now, what happened, and yeah, so let's get on with the video. Tonight I'm gonna sum it up all and say I have a daughter now, and that's the main reason why I stopped making videos. It wasn't an easy pregnancy, but everything's fine now. Everything it's back in its place. It all started back in March 21st, 2019. That was the day I found out I was pregnant, and most of my family found out I was pregnant. I remember not thinking I was pregnant. My boyfriend, I think he had a feeling I was, and he told me to take a pregnancy test. So at the moment, he wasn't here in Ecuador where I live. He went for a few months to the United States. So I was here by myself, and things were complicated because we had some issues before the pregnancy. We had lots of issues, and I think finding out I was pregnant was a bomb, especially for him. He was scared. He was in shock. He didn't know what to do. So we decided to give each other some distance, and he wasn't part of most of my pregnancy. We didn't even talk, but thankfully we're fine now. We're back together with our daughter, and things are going perfect, and I hope it stays like that. But okay, so now I'm gonna share how I found out, how my parents found out how was my pregnancy, and how I'm now. So like I said, it started back in March. I found out because I told my sister to take me to the pharmacy. I told her that I was going to get some pills or something, but I actually went for a test. When I got home, I obviously took the test, and I waited a few minutes, and it came out positive. So I just have like my face in like the memory inside me. I don't like my face. I can picture it. I started crying a lot. It wasn't much because I was not sad. I was very scared of so many stuff, and I still am, but I was happy. I actually was happy even though I was 18. I was actually scared, and I started crying, and the first thing I did was take a picture of the test. I'm going to post it somewhere around here. I took a picture of the test, and I made a video for my boyfriend. His reaction was not the best, though. Like I said, he was scared. He was in shock. He didn't know what to do. He was literally scared. So I don't want to get into so much detail because I don't want people thinking my boyfriend's a bad person. No, he is now in the life of my daughter, and I'm so happy because of that. So let's move on to the next person. Then that second person that found out was my sister. She was going to go out somewhere, and I told her if I can go with her. And I remember we were going in the car, and I told her, and I said, Nyanya, I think I'm pregnant. And she just like, what? And she said, are you sure? Or like, did you take the test or stuff like that? And I told her, yes, I did. And then she took me to take a blood test to be 100% sure. So at that moment, we went to take a blood test, and it came out positive. And then I started crying again. I told her how I felt. I was scared, but I knew I could do it. I knew I could do it. So when I got home, I texted my mom, and I said, can you come up to my room? I need to talk to you. And I asked my sister to be there with me. All of this happened in one day, so mostly, like almost everyone found out the same day. So I told my mom, I told her, Mom, I'm pregnant, Mommy, I'm pregnant, and she started crying a lot. Obviously, I think she was disappointed in me because of my age, especially, and like I said, I had some issues with my boyfriend, so it wasn't the best timing, but it happened. So my mom has always been a person who supports us in everything. And well, she started crying. She started saying like, why, like, Like, now what are you gonna do? What do you think? Like every mom, she like was disappointed in me. I know, I can tell. But she supported me. She said congratulations, that she's going to be a grandma again, because that was her second grandchild. And then, but everything was fine. Like, she cried and everything, but she was fine with me. Then I told my boyfriend, I said, we have to tell your parents. I've always gotten along with his parents, thankfully. So I called them. I did a video call, and I told his mom. His dad wasn't there, and I told his mom, me, and my boyfriend are gonna be parents. And she just froze. She's like, what? And I remember she told me she's gonna call me later. And my boyfriend told me that she started crying, and she started saying, like, what about you guys' college and stuff like that. But his parents always supported me from day one. They found out, and with money, with taking care of me, stuff like that. So everyone was disappointed, everyone was scared, but everyone was so supportive. Then I told some friends, like my closest friends, like 4 friends I told. And well, stuff got complicated by the time, like, as the days went by. I remember the hardest part, or the first time I saw my daughter, was because I had a problem with my pregnancy and I started bleeding. So I told my mom. I got scared, and she took me to emergencies, and that's when they did an ultrasound. And I heard, well, I didn't hear her heart. I don't remember if I heard her heart that day, but they told me that day they told me I was 4 weeks pregnant, and that they couldn't see the baby that well. At the beginning, they didn't even think I was pregnant because they couldn't see the baby that well. But then they told me I was 4 weeks pregnant, and that I started bleeding because I was, like, stressed, or I was worried, or I was having problems, and that's how things were. I was having problems. I felt lonely, especially because I really didn't want my boyfriend to leave. I wanted him to be with me, but things didn't go that way. Sometimes things happen for a reason, and it was very sad for me. It was hard for me, but things worked out, and later things got better. I remember telling my dad. I told my dad the latest because I was actually scared to tell my dad. I told him, I think when I was 2 months and a half pregnant, I called him because he doesn't live with me. He lives in the States. I called him and I told him, I started crying. I told him I'm pregnant. I'm sorry that I know you're disappointed and stuff like that. And I just said I'm sorry. And then he told me that the best thing to do is to go live with him because he can help me out. I have better attention, medical attention for me, for my baby. So I decided to do that. And that's what I did. I went to live with my dad when I was March, April, May, June, 4 months pregnant. I went to live with my dad. And that's where I spent all my pregnancy. Things were better there. I did miss my family. I really, really wanted my boyfriend to be with me because right when I went to the States, he came back to Ecuador. So we crossed. I remember before leaving Ecuador, I did see my boyfriend once. We went to an ultrasound together, and that's where I found out my baby was a girl. It was, for me, it was the most exciting thing. Every ultrasound I cried because I saw my baby. I heard her heart. And I remember that day, my boyfriend and his parents went with me to an ultrasound. And there they told us she was a girl, and they didn't believe the doctor because the doctor was kind of rude and said it in a weird way, like he wasn't sure. So they didn't believe me it was a girl, but like 3 times they've already told me she was a girl. So I was sure she was a girl. And, well, they told me she was going to be born in November and everything's fine. She was fine there. Her heart, her size, everything was fine. I went to the States to live with my dad because he came in June, July, for vacations over here to Ecuador, and he took me with him back over there. So that's where I spent all my pregnancy. He helped me out so much. My dad was a huge help. I really did want to come back to Ecuador. I really like living here. So, yeah, so my pregnancy went by. Every month I had checkups. They told me I had a small stomach, a very small stomach. People thought I was like 3 months pregnant. I was already 8 months pregnant. In my pregnancy, I was a very lazy person. I didn't get up at all. I didn't do anything in my pregnancy. I spent sleeping. I remember I had to go to the bathroom every 2 seconds. Like I spent my pregnancy in the bathroom because I really had to go to the bathroom. But it wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be, but it was hard in a way because I really wanted to have that connection with my boyfriend. I wanted him to be part of everything. But, well, we didn't talk most of the pregnancy. So that's most, like, the summary of how my pregnancy went. Everything was fine in stuff health. I was healthy. My baby was healthy. I didn't gain that much. I actually got skinnier when I was pregnant. I mean, except for my stomach, my baby was healthy. But I remember at the beginning of my pregnancy, I was so nauseous. I didn't want to eat anything, especially anything that had to do with meat. Oh my gosh, I only ate fruit for the first 3 months of my pregnancy. I only ate fruit. I only wanted fruit. Then everything got better. I wasn't nauseous anymore. Well, basically that's my pregnancy. It was complicated a little because of how I felt, but I had support from some friends, from my family. So now, how my labor was. I remember my daughter. She was born on November 22nd, 2019, 8 pounds, 2 ounces. She was huge compared to what my stomach was. Every doctor was like, she's going to be a small baby, 6 pounds, maybe 7, and she was 8. Once she came out, she was a lot. She looks like her father, but when she was born, she was, oh my gosh, her father's twin. She didn't look nothing like me now. She maybe has some stuff of me, but most of the people say she looked like her dad. I was induced on the 22nd. I decided to be induced because my dad is a soccer coach, and that weekend he had a tournament, so I wanted him to be there. So we decided to induce right on 40 weeks. So it worked out perfectly. I started getting contractions at 2 p.m. and she was born at 7:30 p.m. That hurt. Like, literally, it hurt me so bad. I didn't use any epidural or anything. I really wanted to do it naturally. It was a natural birth. My doctor was amazing. My doctor loved me. She loved me, and she loved my baby. She always said I was sweet. But I remember it hurt so bad. I was like, in the morning, the day I was going to give birth, I started getting ready. I flat ironed my hair. I put makeup on because I wanted to take pictures and be presentable and everything. And then of how much sweat came out of me because it hurt so bad, all of that went away. All of my makeup, all of my hair, I mean, I just looked horrible. I remember pressing my dad's hand. He told me I broke it. I didn't, but it hurt very bad. I had contractions from 2 to 7:30 when she was born. When she came out, it was the best thing ever. It was the best feeling ever. I just felt like I didn't need anyone else in the world. I was very happy. I was very weak because I didn't eat the whole day. They didn't let me eat the whole day. I remember I fainted after I gave birth. They took me to the bathroom, and they usually help you go to the bathroom. And the two doctors took me to the bathroom, and I fainted in their arms. And they had to wake me up with smelling something. I don't remember what it was. And that's how I woke up, but I was weak. My younger brother, stayed with me at the hospital. Everyone thought he was my baby's dad. At the beginning, I had a problem giving her breastfeeding. I had problems. I couldn't get her to eat, but now she eats so much. She's fine now. I stayed at the hospital till 2 days. On the 24th, I left the hospital, and then everything was fine. At the beginning, it hurt. It hurt, obviously, from my stomach down. It hurt, but then stuff started getting better. My plans were always to come back to Ecuador. I am back in Ecuador. I came when my baby was 2 months old. Once she was born, I started doing all the paperwork of her passport, of her birth certificate, of Social Security, all that I started doing once she was born. And once I got everything, I came back to Ecuador. When my baby was born, me and her dad, my boyfriend, we started talking again. We started fixing things. We didn't get back together right away. So on, I think it was January 21st, we came back to Ecuador. And my baby was going to be 2 months, January 22nd. The airplane ride was perfect. She didn't cry at all. She was the best baby ever on the plane. Once we got to the airport, it was the happiest thing for me. It hurt a lot leaving my dad. I got so close to my dad during my pregnancy, and now I'm so close to him. I really miss him. I know Kailani misses him, my daughter. And, well, but the airport part was also very emotional for me because it was the first time my boyfriend carried his daughter. I have videos, I have pictures, all the pictures and videos I can post, I'll post them here. And yeah, I came to live with my baby's dad, with my boyfriend. We live together now. We are together now. All of us, we're together, we're back together. Everything's working fine. Being a mom, it's hard, but it's amazing too. I'm happy to be a mom. I'm happy that I'm back with her dad. And here I'm going to post a picture of my daughter, some pictures of my daughter. She is 5 months now. Her birthday is on November 22nd. She's growing so fast. She's huge. She doesn't look, she's like 5 months. She's sitting up. Now she's starting to eat some fruits. She's amazing. She's like the reason why I keep going. It's a feeling like no other. I'm happy to be with her. I'm happy. Now I'm happy. Everything's fine. I want to start posting videos with her. Right now she's sleeping, so I can't bring her, show her. That's why I'm posting pictures. Yeah, so that's my pregnancy story that I wanted to share with you guys, and I'm happy to let that out. I'm glad to share my story. I know some stories are more difficult than mine, that their parents don't support them or stuff. I had lots of support. It was just my relationship got difficult. But like I said, things are better now. I hope you guys liked it. I think I skipped a lot of parts, but I try to get there the most important stuff. So that's it for my video today. That was my story of my teen pregnancy. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and if you guys want to be part of this amazing family, subscribe and activate those post notifications by clicking the bell icon below. Remember to leave a spark wherever you go, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Hey, 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 tonight.